Doctor Strange, master of the mystic arts. If Kalu should triumph. If you don't know that the evil Kalu, freed from 500 years' exile in the nameless dimension, has returned to exact vengeance upon his former companion, the wise, venerated Ancient One, stick around. Maybe you'll find out. Who says this isn't the Marvel age of sneaky synopses? Master, some unseen force has seized me. I cannot move. It is as we feared. Kalu has returned. Our struggle has begun. And I say to you, such is his hate that he will not rest until we are utterly destroyed. Editing, Stan Lee. Writing, Dennis O'Neill. Art, Bill Everett. Lettering, Sam Rosen. Technical advice, The Forbush Family Ghost. We must act quickly before Kalu can make good his threats. If we delay but a moment, we are forever lost. By the 7 rings of Ragador, I do not understand this magic. How can one man so bind us both? What manner of power did Kalu find in the nameless dimension? Do not waste time in idle speculation. Disciple, join your psychic energy to mine, and let us free ourselves. By the omnipotent Oshtur, by the enchanted realm of the Vishanti, let these mystic bonds melt into the void. Thus do the Ancient One and Doctor Strange command. We have succeeded, Master. Now I shall seek out Kalu and make him pay for his audacity. Wait! Your power may equal that of our enemy only so long as you remain here in your own domain. Outside Kalu is supreme of this, I am certain. We must wage our battle from within these walls. Then so we shall. Our best defense is to attack. The strain is visible upon the Master's face. He is too aged for this conflict. I must win, and win without delay. I shall summon all the power at my command and hurl it at Kalu before he can renew his onslaught. May these enchanted bolts devastate Kalu. May they penetrate his defenses and render his unholy spells impotent. Flashing from the fingertips of Doctor Strange, shimmering rays rip through the gloom of the chamber and into the night air outside, only to bounce uselessly off an invisible barrier which surrounds the sanctum. Your efforts are futile. Nothing can pierce the ectoplasmic shield I have erected. Hear me, Doctor Strange. It is Kalu's pleasure to be merciful. My quarrel is not with you. Release the withered fool you call Master, and you shall go unharmed. So, you do not reply. Your loyalty is indeed noble and stupid. Therefore, the price of your loyalty shall be destruction. Know you that my strength is without limit. I make no idle boast when I say that the magic of Kalu is beyond your dreaming. I need no incantations, no amulets. I need nothing but my will. For these 500 years I have perfected the black arts, even as I fed my hatred for him who caused my exile. Now shall you taste the fullness of my wrath. First, I extend the ectoplasmic shield around your dwelling, cutting off all exits. Thus does your fortress become a trap. And into that trap I release my ultimate weapon, the demons of Day-N-A. Behold, spirit beasts from the farthest reaches of the universe. None but Kalu could be so powerful as to force them to his bidding. They come in never-ending hordes. Back, Master, back, I will combat them. We are helpless so long as the demons are in contact with Kalu. We must wait until they have completely passed through his deadly barrier, for they draw their strength from Kalu's massive willpower. Once they are cut off from it, we may strike at them. The awesome chill of their touch, their inhuman shrieks, it's almost beyond human endurance. We must bear it. To fight now would only exhaust us uselessly. Then bear it we shall, Master. His voice falters, and his skin is as wax. How much longer can his aged heart stand this agony? Once, before the Ancient One nearly perished in a deadly coma, he might not survive another. Issues 134 through 138, remember? Keeper of the Archives, Stan. And outside, they make not even a token resistance. The weaklings, I shall not shorten their misery by commanding the demons to slay them here. I end their lives. I shall fill the sanctum with my unearthly pets. For I must hear their pleas for mercy to fulfill my vengeance. Even as the life and death struggle rages, a young couple pass nearby. When we passed that man, I got a funny chill down my spine. I know what you mean. One thing's for sure, this no place for us. I think we should call a policeman. Meanwhile, Kalu's merciless attack is taking a terrible toll. Master, what is it? Pay no heed to me, disciple. You must concentrate on Kalu. It is as I feared. The strain is too much for him. Even now, the spark of life within him dies. I cannot stand idly by while the Ancient One perishes. Though he has forbidden it, I must pit myself against the minions of Kalu. Across the chamber, the serum of the seraphim, the most potent medicine known to the occult. If I can reach it, the Master has a chance. Back, creatures of darkness! Dr. Strange commands you back. Do not disobey me, disciple. If Kalu senses resistance, he will double his efforts to destroy us. We have only one hope, to let Kalu think he has triumphed. As the demons of Dan-Anak momentarily drop away, startled by Dr. Strange's sudden counterattack, the Mystic Master flings himself across the room. For the first time, I must defy my teacher. The serum is intact now. If only I can hold the demons at bay until I can administer it to the Ancient One, we may yet best Kalu. At that instant, a few yards away. So, within the walls they dare struggle. My ultimate victory is delayed, but no more than delayed. Their resistance will make it all the more satisfying. I can see why those kids called us. That bird gives me the willies. Me too. I don't know if he's breaking any laws, but it won't hurt to question him. Yeah, chances are that he's not exactly a member of the Chamber of Commerce, dressed in those duds. Hey, look at those funny lights coming from him. I've been on the force 10 years, and I've never seen anything like that before. Somehow, I feel a lot safer with my gun in my hand. Even as the puzzled officers approach the weird figure of Kaloo, Dr. Strange gives the life-saving medicine to his mentor. Once again, you have proven your nobility of heart, disciple. But in saving my life, you have sealed your own doom. Kaloo will not rest until we have both perished. Any further attempt at deceiving him is futile, and I say again, his power far exceeds any defense we can muster. I must keep the attention of the demons upon myself until the master is fully recovered. They are mindless. They will attack where they sense the greatest danger. But how long can I stand their inhuman touch? Already, my body grows weary, my mind numbed. I am confused. I cannot think clearly. Hear me, disciple. It is hopeless to continue your struggle. Unless we find help, our cause is lost. Abandon your physical body. Go in your ectoplasmic self. Seek aid of those you rescued from Dormammu. It is the hour for them to act upon their pledge of loyalty to you. Ish number 146. Old Buddies. Chummy Stan. I shall do as you wish, venerated one. I have mere seconds to find the others and return before the demons turn upon the master. Yet, if the fates are with me, seconds will be enough. But even that avenue of escape is denied me. Kaloo's barrier! Not even my spirit form can penetrate it. Then we are utterly trapped. We must face the menace of Kaloo. Alone, and on the street below. The fool! Did he think Kaloo so careless as to neglect the possibility of his escaping in his spirit body? Did he think so simple a trick would thwart me? Never did I think my hapless foe would desert his ancient mentor. To save himself. At that instant, a police patrol car arrives on the scene. I'm glad we doubled back. Looks like we're gonna see some real action. I still think we should have gone to the movies. I prefer my action on the screen, where it can't hurt anyone. Hey, Jack, you guys having trouble here? I don't know. I think we've got a nut on our hands. Before I was inclined toward mercy for the young oaf. I could forgive him weakness, but never the cowardice he has just shown. I shall increase the intensity of the demon's attack. Increase it until my enemies are so fearful that they plead for an end to it. Meanwhile, the mystic master's ectoplastic form re-enters the sanctum. Kaloo's barrier is impenetrable, master. But now that his demons are now all the... Exactly! Now we are able to strike back. We have weapons as yet untried. The time for waiting is past. Now we must fight with all our skill, all our strength. Your cloak, the enchanted cloak of levitation, may serve us against these creatures. Once again, merging his spirit form with his physical body, Dr. Strange removes his cloak and hurls it at the demons. If we can bind some of the mindless ones in the garment, perhaps the rest will fall before our spells. But even as the magic cloth wraps itself around and around, the forms seem to melt away from its folds. Their bodies are of a substance so alien to us that earth language has no words to describe it. They cannot be contained. Our faith, our courage must not falter. Ah, I see you already make use of your amulet. So powerful are its rays that they may hold our attackers at bay. Aye, master, many times in the past have I owed my life to the sorcerer's jewel. Let the amulet of Agamotto bathe the creatures of darkness in light. By the shades of the seraphim do I so command. Then, from the amulet, a thin beam of brightness, as intense as the sun itself, focuses on the deadly attackers. And, shuddering, they dissolve into gloom. Look, master, the amulet succeeded! The demons who survived hover near the ceiling. It is as though they are afraid to further their attack. But, behold, the power of the amulet is drained. It is of no further use to us. We have not triumphed. We have but won a momentary respite. Before the demons recover, we must devise a plan of escape. At that instant, outside, I'm not waiting any longer. Hey, you! What are you doing loitering here? The police! I do not dare let them stop me now. I need no more than a fraction of my magic to freeze them where they stand. Know you that Kaloo will not be interfered with. Holy Toledo! I can't move a muscle. Me neither. What in blazes has happened to us? The spell will last an hour long, enough for me to have achieved my ends, and then vanish. Once Strange is defeated, no power on earth can oppose my spells. Enough distraction. I must finish the task I have ordained for myself. Telepathic contact with the demons of Danak has almost ceased. Somehow, my foes must have halted them. But no matter, for I shall deal personally with my enemies. Until now, they have had a mere taste of my power. One secret which I alone possess, the secret of transforming emotion into pure, burning energy. All the frustrations of my 500 years of exile, all the hatred those years have kindled in my soul. These do, I focus in a single, searing beam upon the stronghold of Dr. Strange. Nothing that lives can withstand it. Never have mortal eyes beheld the awesome, destructive force pouring from the crazed Kaloo. Inside the sanctum, there is a burst of pale brilliance, cold as the most remote stretches of the starless void, and then a terrible stillness. It is finished! Nothing remains but to savour my victory. I must view my handiwork, and then I shall begin to plan anew the conquest I began 5 centuries ago. The conquest of all mankind. But inside the nearly shattered building, Kaloo finds no trace of the Ancient One and Dr. Strange. Can it be that when their spirits were flung into the nether dimensions, their physical bodies were disintegrated? No, it is not possible. Somehow they must have hidden themselves before my final attack. They perished. I know they perished. But I must have proof. The chamber is empty. Of course. How unperceptive of me not to have realized what happened. With the sacred spells of the Vishanti, they rendered themselves invisible. A desperate gambit, a weakling's gambit, exactly what should. Have anticipated from 2 such as they. I shall not be cheated of the sight of my conquests. For I command a light which is not of earth, a light which will illumine all things, both matter and spirit. I shall see them. An eerie luminescence spreads into every corner of the chamber, revealing nothing. No, it is not possible. They did not escape. They must be here. They must be. And as Kaloo stands trembling, his eyes wide, his mind struggling to understand his failure, 2 tiny candles flicker unnoticed in a dim corner. Next month, The Conquest of Kaloo. Next issue. Strange Tales. Number 150.